goal of all of this is to just give you a system to understand yourself. Like when you follow the system, you realize that there's a lot going on than just your overall mood at the time. Your mood is affected by many, many, many things, and this gives you some way of understanding where your blocks and your problems might be and where the good stuff might be. So we're not really taught any kind of system for understanding our body as a whole. Like I'll notice, like sometimes I'll just be in a bad mood. I don't really understand why, but since I've been reading these books and really breaking down the body into systems, it's like, oh, okay, maybe I'm lacking here or maybe I'm lacking there. So it really gives you a better idea of understanding yourself and your day-to-day activities and moods. There is a energy field that runs up and down the body, they say, called the Sushumna, which is a pathway that runs up and down the spinal cord, I believe, and flows the energy of the chakras. So if you take all the energy from the bottom to the top of the body, it would create an energy field. And if you were to look at the chakras as major cities, the Sushumna is the highway that links all the major cities. So it's very important to heal all of those chakras in the process so you can work as one whole integrated unit. Oftentimes when we think of karma, we think of the term what goes around comes around. So if I'm nice to someone, I'm going to get someone else being nice to me in return. That's kind of true, but it's also a little bit more personal than that. So, as an individual, I'm responsible for all the thoughts that I have and all of the actions that I have. And I have to live with that 24 hours a day for my entire life. Now, that could be a good thing, that could be a bad thing, but no matter what you do, you're still going to have to deal with the fact that you have to live in this body. So, if you don't like what you see when you look in the mirror, that's your karma. If you are angry at someone, that's your karma. They say that if you're angry at someone and you're holding in that anger, you're really the only one that's suffering, and that it's like holding on to a burning stone. You're the only one that's getting burned. So really karma at the very basic level is just that you have to deal with all the decisions and all the feelings that you have, and it's up to you to either make those good or bad. Now, that can be broken down a little bit further into vibrations. So, in the way that when you if you're having a good day, you're going to be a lot more likely to attract other things that day that are going to go well for yourself. And on the other hand, if you're having a bad day, you're likely going to have other bad things happen to you in the day. You're going to miss the bus. People are going to react to you differently. So there is somewhat of a cause and effect relationship there between your mood and what you're giving off to the environment and what you're getting back. But it's also personal responsibility in the way that you have to deal with that no matter what. At the end of the day, no one else is going to do that. They say no one else can eat your lunch for you. And that kind of sums up karma in a nutshell.